What's going on, guys and girls of YouTube? It's Anthony of the Primal Crew, and I'm here live with a video that I've been debating if I actually wanted to record and upload, or if I wanted to go live with. I can pretty much see that I've gone with the latter of the two. As you can see from the title of this video, the title reads, Spoofing and Pokemon Go. For those of you that don't know what spoofing is, if you've ever gone to a gym, or if you've ever gone into a raid and you've noticed that there are, already trainers in the gym, in the raid lobby getting ready to battle, but there's no one around you, that's because there are people that are spoofing their location. What is spoofing? The definition here on, I don't remember what website this is, but let's see, what does spoofing mean? Spoofing, in general, is a fraudulent or malicious practice in which communication is sent from an unknown source disguised as a source known to the receiver. Spoofing is most prevalent in communication mechanisms that lack a high level of security. So, in other words, it's people that are pretty much at home that can manipulate their location on their phone so they can travel to different areas and do different things. For example, people overseas, or people that are, in different parts of the United States that, may not necessarily have too many gyms, and they're either unable to leave their house or they choose not to leave their house, go and change their location settings on their phone. They can pretty much jailbreak it and do it that way, as far as I know. And they change their location so they can travel to gyms that have raids, or to areas that have large amounts of Pokestops, so that way they can participate in certain things like community days. Okay, may not necessarily seem like a bad thing. One of the reasons that a lot of people don't like spoofers is being shiny. It's a gym, raid gym. So, for people that spoof, they take an opportunity away from somebody else that could possibly either get a shiny, or that could possibly get an EX raid pass. Alright, I get that. Is it bad? Yes and no. There are a lot of ways and a lot of things that point to it being a bad thing. Like I said, for those two reasons that I just listed right there. It's also bad because it kind of defeats the purpose of Pokemon Go in general. Pokemon Go is supposed to be an interactive game where you go out, you have fun, catch a Pokemon, making new friends along the way. Seems logical, right? You go out, you walk around, you hatch eggs, you catch Pokemon, you spin stops, you battle in raids, you trade with people, you battle against people. That's kind of the idea of Pokemon Go. Okay, so that defeats the purpose of the actual interactive piece of it. And like I said, with the other two reasons, if you're battling in a raid, for an example, you possibly take away the opportunity from somebody that's actually under the gym rating. You take away the opportunity of them or you possibly take away their opportunity from getting an EX raid pass. For myself, living close by San Francisco, downtown San Francisco is a giant breeding spot for spoofers. I will say myself, just a little bit earlier this morning, when I dropped my sister off to work, I decided that I wanted to participate in a few raids. So, with a couple of the new Palkia raids that are out, I decided that I was going to raid. There were already about 6 lobby, meaning that there were already spoofers in the area. There weren't any people around. There weren't any people that were, raiding at 6 o'clock or 6:30 in the morning. So I took the opportunity and I used. Am I bad for it? Sure. Is it wrong? Possibly. Let me explain. There are some people, and I'm not naming any names. I'm going to keep these names, as discreet as humanly possible. I know who they are. I don't know if that came up on the screen. Hopefully it didn't. Yeah, so I'm not going to name any names of this. There are certain people out there that completely down spoofing, that completely down anybody or any person or any group that participates in spoofing. Sure, that's fine. I mean, spoofing's not for everybody. A couple months ago, maybe sometime in the middle of last year, there was an event that was going on over in Seattle called PAX West. PAX West is a gaming convention where they reveal new games, new gaming software, like just new stuff in the gaming world in general. PokemonGo likes to attach themselves to those events. So, what was spawning over there? There were unknowns spawning. Unknowns are probably the rarest Pokemon that barely spawns anywhere in the continental U.S., let alone anywhere internationally. I just so happened to have a friend that was going over to PAX West and be around the Seattle area. So I texted and I said, hey, can you log into my account and catch me some unknowns? So that way, when trading becomes, a thing, which it was at that time, I can help people that don't have the unknowns. That's as simple as that. I wasn't doing it just so I could have, all the different letters. I was doing it for anybody that's not able to actually go out and, catch these Pokemon, or that will never have the opportunity to catch it, and trade it to them. My friend said, sure. Caught me a whole bunch of P's, a whole bunch of A's, and a whole bunch of X's, which is what was spawning up there. I had contacted a friend of mine, somebody that I thought was a friend of mine. I had mentioned it to him. I said, hey, what unknown letters are you missing? I think he said he was missing a P or an X or something like that. I said, well, I have a bunch. My friend went up to Seattle, and I asked him if they could catch me some Pokemon. This person pretty much said that he doesn't take Pokemon that were caught by spoofing. I explained. I said, I may not have gone myself, but there was a physical person that logged into my account a day after I had logged out of the account to catch these said Pokemon. I wasn't asking for anything rare in return. I wasn't asking for, a legendary I don't have, a shiny I don't have. I'm just trying to help other people. Still pretty much tried to make me feel like what I was doing was wrong. So, let me just put something in perspective here. The same person that is talking down on me for having somebody else log into my account and catching Pokemon that are probably never going to spawn anywhere else, downed me, also is the same person that, when Mewtwo was first coming out, logged into somebody else's account to try and help them. Doesn't matter if it's in San Francisco, you're logging into somebody else's account. By your definition, that's spoofing. This is the same person that also lives in downtown San Francisco and uses spoofing to go through as many raids as they possibly can. The only time I can justify any of the raids that this person possibly does is during community days or during weekends when there's enough Pokemon trainers out there in the city. When you're raiding at 6 o'clock at night, or hell, even during the day, during the week, when everybody's at work or everybody's at school, and you raid in legendary raids, and you happen to get the shinies that are in those legendary raids, and you justify it, you're feeding into spoofing. I don't care what anybody says. If you're down against spoofing, or you're down against people that spoof, then don't use them. I don't care if you live in the city. If you can't find enough people to raid, I'm getting a little heated by talking about this. If you can't find enough people to raid, and you can't find enough people that'll help you out with a legendary raid, but there are spoofers inside the room, if you're against them, don't use them. Don't be a hypocrite. I mean, I'm really trying my best to keep my composure, because this is really, really aggravating to even talk about. The sheer fact, and this person is somebody that I help with advice. I tried my best to help this person and give them advice with certain things. So again, I'm not going to go into too many details because I'm not trying to start a war with this person. But when they were just starting out doing what I do, I gave them advice. I tried to help them. Just like I was trying to do with some of the unknowns that were caught for me by my friend over in Seattle. What did they do? They turn around, they semi-stab me in the back. Delete me as a friend on PokemonGo. Probably unfollows this channel. That's fine. But do not, under any circumstances on any of your social media accounts, put out there that spoofing is bad. You know what? If we're gonna do this, I'm gonna see if I can pull this up. No. I want to see if this will actually get pulled up. And I want to read a quote that was put out. If this, you know, puts into perspective on who I'm talking about, then so be it. But at this point, they've kind of burned a bridge with me, which is kind of a, you know, kind of a giant kick in the face, or it's just a theoretical slap in the face. But you don't do that. I've gone out of their way to try and help you. I mean, it's just disrespectful in that sense. That somebody goes out of their way to try and help you, and all they're trying to do is help, yet all you do is you slap them in the face. And you pretty much call them what you call them something you don't like, but you use those same people you don't like. That's called being a hypocrite. Let me see if I can find this quote. It's going to take a second. My computer's running a little bit slow at the moment. If you've gotten to this point of the video and you're still watching, please show your love, like the video, so that way I know that you're watching. Maybe put in the comment section down below, spoofer. I don't know. Just something so I know, like, that someone's watching. Come on. Come on, there we go. Alright, there we go. Alright, now we're loading. I know it's going to be further down in this. But I want to know everyone's opinion in the comment section down below. If you're someone that has, you know, dealt with spoofing or that knows of anyone that's spoofing, do you approve of it? Are you against it? Like, let me know. Come on. I really want this to load so I can read this comment, because this is super, super aggravating to even, like, to know about, say anything about. But yeah, am I honest? Am I a spoofer if I log into someone else's account and I do a raid for them because they can't make it? Sure. By definition, yeah, that would absolutely make me a spoofer. Am I ashamed of it? No. Waiting for this to load. Come on. I'm gonna probably have to load it up on my phone and just look at it really quick. But I mean, again, it's also the fact, like I said, I've tried to support this person in as many ways that I possibly can, whether it be by, you know, talking with them, shouting out things. You just load everything. God dang it. Wait. Alright, it's not going to load here. I wonder if I actually close this out at all. Oh, it's alive. Alright. So that didn't work. Alright, you know what? I'm going to grab my tablet. I'm going to try it this way. The tablet should be inside my sweatshirt. Because like I said, I went out raiding. And I decided to use another account. My accounts, by the way. Just so nobody gets all butthurt in the comment section about me being a spoofer and stuff. Again, if you consider me a spoofer, then so be it. But I'm not doing anything that other people haven't done. God dang it, really? Do I have to log in? Glad you guys can't see my passwords or anything. Not like anybody would want to log into any of my social media accounts anyways. Of course, that wasn't the password. This is the right password. I wonder if that'll load now. Yeah, but recently this said person, this person recently got a lot of shiny Pokemon, specifically from raids. It's kind of sickening to see, and especially because they decided to say that they got. That's not the case. All right. There we go. Actually, I know this is kind of boring. I lose my internet. My bad. I almost found the quote. I think I almost found the quote. Gotta be coming up there soon. Started out very, very humble in the beginning, like I said, but just all of a sudden, just, you know, just completely changed. Where is this quote? I'm sorry, guys. This is like it's bothered me to the point where I really need to where I want to read it, just so that way I can get it out there. It's funny, he shows pictures of people with like 6 accounts, but you know. Using other YouTubers to his advantage. That's another thing. I know he's put it up here. I've seen it. He even traded for other unknowns that he doesn't have. Oh, here it is. Okay. Let me quote this. I've been quiet on this issue, but I'm speaking out now. Since trading came out, spoofers have come out of the shadows and SF offering rare Pokemon. My response? Sorry, I'm not interested in Pokemon that were caught at your house. It's a direct quote. Now, I mean, I get the fact that, you know, this person is raiding on their own and they're actually outside doing their own raids, but you're going to down other people for spoofing, and yet you rely on spoofers yourself. You rely on the people that change the location, that come, quote unquote, come to San Francisco and raid every single legendary raid that there is there. It's those people that change their location that help you. And I'm not just pointing to one person, I'm pointing to anybody that utilizes spoofers. I utilize them. I don't care. I don't get enough people to necessarily go for raids all the time, unless I'm within my community over here in my city. But again, it takes, you know, going through Discord and having to, you know, hook up and get a lot of people to, like, you know, get together. In San Francisco, you find a legendary raid, boom, you can go right into that raid. You don't necessarily need to wait for, you know, 10 to 12 people to show up, or hell, even like 4 or 5 people to show up. You can just go into the raid yourself and battle with 17 strangers. If you're socially awkward, people use spoofers. I mean, that's what happens. What can I say? But my thoughts on this, my final thought on this, is if you're going to down spoofers and you're going to down anybody that utilizes spoofing in any way, shape, or form, then don't use them yourself. Don't use a spoofer if you're not inviting to them. I mean, it's as simple as that. I'm sorry, I'm playing Pokemon on the tablet as well. You see that right there. Don't utilize spoofers if you're going to down them. If you don't like spoofing, don't feed into it, don't raid. But if you're, you know, too proud to do that, then you can't boast if you get, you know, 2 or 3 shiny Groudons or 2 or 3 shiny Kyogres or any other shiny Pokemon that you've gotten in the city without other people being around you, and then expect the rest of us to feel proud because you went around and you raided with a bunch of trainers in the clouds. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you agree with spoofing, if you're against spoofing, what have you. I know my take on it. I don't mind spoofers. Would I ever become a spoofer? No, because I enjoy going out and doing it. Do I down people that can't, that don't go out? Maybe they can't. And anybody ever think of that? Maybe they're disabled and can't actually go out. Or maybe they're just cheaters. Is it seen as cheating? A little bit. But would I still use them? Of course I would. Especially if I can't get enough people to raid, of course I'm going to use them. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below. If you do enjoy the video, please thumbs up down below. And above all else, do not forget to subscribe to the channel if you guys enjoy this. If you want to see more videos like this that are just, you know, live, candid, and stuff like that, let me know. And I would be more than happy to do it. But I'm going to head up out of here. I'm probably going to go into the city.